Ever seen a truck that looks like it time traveled from the future? Or one that could barely carry a bag of groceries? Today, we're not talking about your regular F-150s or Silverados. We're diving deep into the strange side of the automotive world. This is the top 10 weirdest pickup trucks you'll ever see. Pickup trucks are usually built for practicality, to haul, tow, and tackle tough jobs. But now and then, automakers decide to get experimental. Whether it's design gone wild, an identity crisis, or sheer mechanical ambition, these trucks broke the mold. One of them, the number one on our list, isn't even from a major automaker. It's a homemade Frankenstein of car and truck DNA. If you're into muscle, oddities, and history all in one, make sure to subscribe to Titan X, where we bring you the most fascinating stories from the world of cars. At number 10, we have the Chevrolet SSR, a vehicle that looked like someone took a 1940s hot rod and fused it with a modern pickup, then added a convertible hardtop just for fun. This retro futuristic truck was unlike anything else on the road in the early 2000s. Its wild curves and flashy personality gave it the feel of a rolling concept car, but it was very real. The SSR started off with a decent 5.3-liter V8, but was later upgraded to the Corvette's LS2 engine, giving it 390 horsepower. Yet despite the performance, the vehicle was heavy and awkwardly straddled the line between muscle car, cruiser, and truck. Its shallow bed was mostly decorative, making it more about style than substance. Buyers didn't quite know what to make of it, and the confusion showed in sales. But over time, the SSR has earned its place as a cult favorite, a quirky, bold experiment that dared to be different. Number 9 brings us to the Subaru Baja, a strange fusion of sedan, SUV, and pickup that seemed designed more for curiosity than utility. Born from the Legacy/Outback platform, the Baja retained Subaru's trademark all-wheel drive and car-like handling, but with a tiny 3.5-foot bed stuck on the back. It also had a mid-gate pass-through that allowed longer items to extend into the cabin, a creative touch that hinted at the future of crossover pickups. However, the Baja's small size and limited hauling ability meant it didn't win over hardcore truck enthusiasts. Its appearance alone, part rally car, part ute, was enough to turn heads or confuse them. While it was a commercial flop, the Baja now enjoys a second life as a beloved oddball among enthusiasts who appreciate its ahead-of-its-time design. At number 8, we head back to the fuel crisis era of the late 1970s with the Volkswagen Rabbit pickup. VW took its Rabbit hatchback, lopped off the rear, and added a tiny bed, creating a lightweight unibody truck powered by a frugal 1.6-liter diesel engine. This little hauler could squeeze out up to 50 miles per gallon, making it a practical choice for the budget-conscious. However, its practicality ended there. It had front-wheel drive, a bed barely big enough for a few bags of mulch, and a spare tire mounted under the hood. Despite all that, it developed a loyal fanbase among tinkerers and collectors. It may not have been a true workhorse, but the Rabbit pickup remains a symbol of quirky engineering and creative problem-solving in hard times. 7th on the list is the Dodge Deora, a one-off custom concept that was so futuristic it barely looked like a truck at all. Based on the Dodge A100 van, it had a wildly cab-forward design, no traditional doors, and required drivers to enter through a windshield that lifted open. Built by the Alexander brothers and unveiled in 1967, the Deora was pure art on wheels, blending surf culture, custom car aesthetics, and science fiction. Though never mass-produced, it captured imaginations around the world and was immortalized as a Hot Wheels toy. With its sleek bodywork and unconventional proportions, the Deora showed just how far designers could push the truck form without losing its identity altogether. At number 6, we encounter the Tesla Cybertruck, the stainless steel giant that broke the internet when it debuted in 2019. With a body that looked like folded origami steel and claims of bulletproof panels, the Cybertruck defied expectations of what a pickup should be. Its bare metal finish, Sharp angles and sci-fi styling split public opinion instantly. Some saw a visionary leap, others a design disaster. Underneath the shock value, it promised serious performance. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, off-road readiness, and massive towing capacity. But even if it never lives up to all those claims, the Cybertruck has already earned a place in history as the boldest design shift in modern truck manufacturing. Number 5 takes us to the often misunderstood first-generation Honda Ridgeline. Launched in 2005, it challenged truck norms with its unibody chassis, independent rear suspension, and smooth ride. It wasn't built for towing massive loads, but it did feature innovative touches like a weather-sealed in-bed trunk and a dual-action tailgate. To purists, it looked soft and car-like. To actual users, it was an incredibly practical and comfortable utility vehicle. The Ridgeline dared to reimagine the pickup for urban and suburban life rather than the job site. And while it never fully shook off the "not a real truck" label, it quietly influenced a new era of smart utility design. In 4th place is the Ford Econoline pickup, a cab-over-engine oddity from the 1960s. Sharing DNA with the Econoline van, this compact truck put the driver on top of the front axle and the engine between the seats. The result was more cargo space and a super tight turning radius, but also odd handling and minimal crash protection. Its face looked like a flat wall, and it had a utilitarian charm that made it a favorite for plumbers, electricians, and other trades. It's long gone from the streets today, but nostalgia for its boxy looks and workhorse legacy keeps it alive in classic car circle. Coming in at number 3 is the Toyota Mega Cruiser pickup, a Japanese military-grade beast that makes most off-roaders look like toys. Massive in every dimension, it was originally designed for the Japan's self-defense forces, but a few civilian versions, including this rare pickup, made it into private hands. It had full-time 4W-die, 4-wheel steering, a 4.1-liter turbo diesel, and an armored look that screamed toughness. It wasn't remotely practical for daily use, especially on narrow streets, but in terms of extreme off-road capability, it was unmatched. Think of it as Toyota's answer to the Hummer, only more exclusive and arguably even weirder. At number 2, we find the International Scout II pickup. Usually seen as a rugged SUV, the Scout briefly dabbled in the truck market with a short bed variant in the 1970s. The result was a boxy, stubby-looking pickup that felt a bit like a visual afterthought. Its proportions were awkward, especially from the back, but its build quality and off-road chops were solid. It never sold in large numbers, which makes it a rare gem today for collectors. The Scout II pickup may not have won beauty contests, but it was a sincere, no-frills attempt at versatility. And finally, at number 1, we have perhaps the rarest and weirdest of them all, the Isuzu Viaross VX02 concept pickup. If you thought the original Viaross SUV was wild, the pickup version took it even further. Its exaggerated fenders, short coupe-like cab, and sharply creased body panels looked like they were styled by a cyberpunk graphic novel artist. It had a 3.5-liter V6, torque-on-demand 4W drive, and off-road capability baked in. But this concept was never meant for the masses. It was a design study meant to stir conversation, and stir it did. Though only a handful were ever built, the VX02 lives on as a symbol of unrestrained automotive creativity, a truly bizarre truck that had no intention of fitting in. With wild, exaggerated curves, a convertible hardtop roof, and a bed that was more for show than for hauling, the SSR was unlike anything else on the market. It started with a modest 5.3-liter V8, but later got the Corvette's LS2 engine, pushing 390 horsepower. Still, the truck's weight and purpose confused buyers. Was it a muscle car, a cruiser, or a workhorse? The answer was never clear. Today, it's appreciated as a rare fusion of nostalgia and impractical ambition, and its uniqueness ensures it's never forgotten. So, there you have it. 10 of the weirdest pickup trucks to ever roll out of a factory, concept garage, or custom shop. These machines prove that pickup trucks can be as bold, bizarre, and creative as any vehicle on the road. Which one left you scratching your head? Or did we miss an even weirder truck? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe to Titan X for more unusual and legendary stories from the world of old school and offbeat vehicles. See you in the next video.